In this video, we're gonna talk about top 7 best PC cases for living room. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. The best PC cases for a builder's next project is frequently not given much thought, or the decision is put off until the very last stage of the part selection. Before choosing a motherboard or storage, you might think about the CPU and graphics card that best suits your needs and price range. But you ought to start thinking about your case alternatives right away. Choosing the ideal PC case for you is essential since it determines your computer's identity, determining how it appears and what fits inside, as well as the noise levels in your room and the cooling capacity of your setup. You have the option of getting one of the best mini ITX cases to reduce the size of your system on your desk, or a chassis like Fractal Design's Meshify 2 to hold a sizable workstation with plenty of expansion options. From the main models we have examined in previous years, we've compiled a list of the top PC cases here. One of these cases should keep you content for many years to come as long as you make sure the components you want to utilize will fit and you like the way it looks. The finest PC cases currently available. Number 7. Lian Li Q58. Lian Li hasn't kept quiet about the launches of its upcoming cases, but when the Q58 was eventually introduced, it completely surprised us. This 14.3-liter mini ITX case comes with amazing appearance, superb cooling potential, and a versatile interior design for about $130 in its base version. Each side of the basic steel frame is home to a half-glass, half-perforated steel panel. The case has highly premium feel overall thanks to the use of fancier, more attractive aluminum for the top plate and front face. A 280 mm radiator can fit into the case's roof, and the GPU can draw fresh air directly from the side. You can still see the GPU's lovely RGB through the glass though. However, the chassis may also be modified to give up some AIO and storage options in favor of installing an ATX power supply. When combined with choosing the basic PCIe 3.0 riser cable, this is a terrific method to save money. You can also get a PCIe 4.0 riser cable equipped version of this case that's compatible with the RTX 3000 and RX 6000 graphics cards, as well as future models for an additional $30. There aren't many things about the Q58 that are bad. Number 6. Fractal Design Meshify 2. With Meshify 2, Fractal offers a clever, adaptable design that prioritizes user-friendliness and gives a highly pleasant and fun construction experience. The Meshify 2 will find a way to fit your build, whether you use it as a system where you only want to deliver plenty of the airflow and room for growth, a workstation with tons of hard drives, a server, a high-end custom liquid cooling. It receives a rare 5-star rating for that reason, as well as thermal and acoustic performance that's consistent with what we would anticipate from a mesh front. When it comes to case design, the Meshify 2 doesn't aim to reinvent the wheel. Instead, it subtly chisels away at it to improve the experience. There's only one thing you need to consider before clicking the buy button. Can you buy a smaller case and save yourself some space and money instead of using the extra space for storage or cooling components? Number 5. NZXT H7 Flow. The NZXT H7 Flow manages to achieve excellent temperature and noise level numbers in our testing, beating or competing well against more expensive chassis with more fans and glass panels. It has just 2 of the company's F120Q airflow case fans hidden behind a skeletal frame with a perforated front panel. With efficient cable management and $130 MSRP, that's fairly affordable in this day of ostensibly rising prices. It's also a pleasure to construct in. The main feature that is absent from this kit, which will feel refreshing to many builders, is any RGB to illuminate your system. This case isn't the most attractive on our list due to the boxy appearance and perforated front, but it can look nice with some appropriate illumination provided by your components, additional fans, or a light strip. The non-Flow H7 model has a solid front, but has everything else we adored about the H7 Flow, if you don't like the look of the fully vented front and you aren't that concerned with keeping your temps as low as they can go. Number 4. Cooler Master HAF 700 EVO. The HAF 700 EVO from Cooler Master has a ton of distinctive features, like an edge-lit RGB glass grille front with a circular LCD display, an infinity mirror to conceal unsightly inside components while showcasing your beautiful components, and 5 front USB ports. Additionally, there is space for up to 12 disks, ATAC server class motherboards, and the biggest graphics cards in cooling. With its HAF 700 EVO, Cooler Master hasn't forgotten about performance though. Thanks to 2 enormous 200mm intake fans and 3 smaller 120mm spinners, it finishes at the top of our testing rankings or very close to it. Also, ventilation can be improved with 18 fan mounts. The HAF 700 EVO's only drawbacks are its $500+ price, the fact that it weighs more than 50 pounds when empty, and the dust filter, which is located behind the front panel and is challenging to remove. Cooler Master's flagship HAF is difficult to match if you're looking for beautiful looks, amazing performance, plenty of storage for premium parts. Number 3. Lian Li PC011 Ear Mini. In recent years, Lian Li's PC011 Dynamic has been a standard go-to PC case for attractive builds, but its time may be over. Although the 011D Mini was influenced by its design, there were certain drawbacks. The 011 Ear Mini, however, now offers a fantastic substitute. With this case, which costs just $110, you get a lot of your money. 3 PWM fans, attractive metal pieces, a glass panel, handsome appearance, lots of I/O, an ingenious internal design, and full ATX compatibility. Despite the chassis arch side-by-side chambered construction, assembly is simple and it performs admirably by today's standards. It's a case that easily merits its place on this list with this many features, fantastic beautiful aesthetics, and such value for the money. Number 2. Phanteks Eclipse G360A. The Eclipse G360A is another case from the Phanteks that consistently offers performance and value. It costs $10 more than the previous Eclipse P360A at $100, but in exchange, you get an additional RGB fan and support for larger 360 radiators on the top and front. All 3 fans on the new G360A also have PWM for improved efficiency, noise output, and control. If you don't think that's worth an extra $10, you might want to get that P360A while it's still available. The Eclipse G360A is an excellent case for gamers on a budget, despite certain design flaws. Heck, it's wonderful to get good airflow and eye-catching RGB without paying a lot of money, even if it is not a big deal. The Eclipse G360A is evidence that you don't need to spend a lot of money to acquire a wonderful, airy box for your PC components, even when you could pay more for anything else. Number 1. Fractal Design Meshify 2 Compact. The Meshify 2 Compact from Fractal Design provides a sturdy chassis and a great foundation for the basic ATX gaming systems. It doesn't make an effort to be outlandish. Instead, it gives the user a sophisticated chassis that will look nice for a very long time, one that can grow up with. Although the quality of its materials might be considered to be a little lacking, you pay for its excellent design in this instance because it's easy to use and maintain as your daily driver and has plenty of space for cable management, is logically laid out, and has easy access to all of its filters. The major drawbacks of this case is its relatively high price and absence of the RGB, but we think it's worth it for how carefully considered and functionally designed it is. Shopping advice for computer cases. Determine first what pieces you already have, which ones you need. Before giving aesthetics the highest priority, you should determine the type of motherboard, graphics card, and cooler you intend to use, as well as the number of drivers you intend to add. Because of this, the number of instances that will be considered will be determined by its size. In particular, for cases that are not very large, cooling is essential. When it comes to high-end components packed into small areas, Having adequate airflow in your computer case is one of the most crucial considerations you can make. Before you make a purchase, be sure to check out our cooler evaluations to see the results of our cooling tests. And keep in mind that cases with glass fronts and tops hinder airflow and may require additional fans. Pick a chassis that has a design that appeals to your sense of aesthetics. It's possible that the case you choose will spend a lot of time floating around in the periphery of your view. Remember to verify the airflow. Make sure all of your parts will fit together properly. However, after that, you should look for something that catches your eye visually. Spend some time looking around for a case that catches your eye visually. A case with panoramic glass, such as the Y60 offered by HYTE, is an attractive option to consider if you want to exhibit the components that are housed within your case. Be aware, however, that as a rule of thumb, the more glass that's present on a case, particularly in front, the more probable it is that your computer will run hotter. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit the subscribe button before you go.